I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it went blank. So I was talking to Kay, and I hope Kay is still there. And I hope you will find me. Still showing no viewers. Okay, this is July 23rd, and this is some considerable time after 2 o'clock Eastern. I have no idea what happened. I am, whoops, getting a whole lot of messages. I don't know what to think. Okay, nobody's here yet. Okay, so Kay, I drew for you the Hermit, which may or may not be a an accurate depiction of how your life is at the moment. The card reads, seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. And there you are. I hope I hope you got that, Kay. This is your card. I don't know whether you're living in isolation, whether you're living alone, or whether this is just about taking time for yourself. Certainly I know some people who have been locked down in big households. It's been very important for them to make their own space where they can be by themselves or feel by themselves. This card reads, seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. And yes, I didn't say very much, Kay, because it cut out on my side too, and I was fighting to figure out what that was all about. So this is the card. So in terms of strengthened relationships, I like another one that we just did. This feels so much like deepening your relationship with yourself. They don't like your person. Oh, that is so hard, and I'm so sorry. And so rebuilding, focusing intently on inner life, this is a time for you to figure out just what it is and who you are and how you are with your person, and taking time, using some alone time, and whether that's by yourself or with your person, just together alone time, um, but figuring out and strengthening that bond, certainly for you with that face in the mirror, which deserves better treatment and now needs to you get to be your own primary emotional support in those terms, right? If your family is gone, then you have to family yourself. And figuring out what that looks like can take time, and you can't do it if you're busy skating across a really active schedule. So take time, make time, plan a day off, do whatever it is that you do to get into your quiet place. And it might be meditation, it might be cycling, it might be climbing trees, I don't know, go to the spa, whatever it is that you need to connect with yourself. Because when you are full and whole and you feel emotionally supported in yourself, I don't know about that. It's when you are fully healthy that you can bring more to the other relationships, right? So I think that's what that card is telling you. All right, so is anybody else lurking who needs a card? I'm so sorry to everybody who got lost. I think there's a few of you who followed me into part 2. I don't know what to say. That was Facebook. It just suddenly announced that my live was over. And I don't, as far as I know, it doesn't have limits like the 40-minute limit on Zoom that like, unless they've introduced something that I missed. Don't know. Don't know. All right, so I'm going to have to go back to trying to upsell everybody. Come see me for private session. Do card readings, and I do numerology. Those of you who know me know that I was born to do numerology. I absolutely love it. I love all different ways of interacting with synchronicity and allowing spirit to speak through all sorts of different tools. I love these cards. I got to meet Carolyn Myss once at an event in Boston that I went to. I'd already had the cards for a while, so that means I've had these cards like 15, 16 years. Long time. They're good cards. Okay, so what else? Yes, numerology cards. I do Reiki. I've got a special on Reiki now because I've finally connected to the truth. Numerology is an ancient practice, goes back far. The system I use is called the Pythagorean system. Don't imagine Pythagoras used it exactly the way I do, but it's got its roots far back. And it uses your date of birth and your name. And date of birth is the easiest to talk about because those are already our numbers. Each of the numbers has different attributes, different energies that vibrate through it. And I truly believe we choose the day we come so that we will have the energies of the numbers of the date to launch us on the life path that we've chosen, right? So the date gets added up in all sorts of different ways so that your grand total always adding until there's only one digit left. So I'm born on the 28th day of the month, so that goes in the chart. The 2 and the 8 get added up, and that 10, then the 1 and the 0 get added up, and so there's a 1 that is the dominant energy for the day of my birth, right? So 1 energy is always about beginnings, of course, because there was nothing and then there was something. 1 then becomes, depending where it is, it's about originating new things. It's about innovation. It's about initiations. It's about where my universe begins for any one of us. Our central identity is the beginning of how we perceive the world and the universe, right? So that 1 energy that is deep within sits in the 3rd chakra, or the 3rd chakra, solar plexus, our sense of ourselves, our self-esteem, the place we honor and celebrate ourselves. That is the 1. That is the beginning of our experience. And then 2 is about relationships, and each of the digits has its own energy that it brings into the world, and then they get added up in different ways, and they get fitted onto a grid that's rather fabulous. That shows it's like a tic-tac-toe grid. So the 9 digits, 0 goes in with the 9. So there can be lines where you've got, it's like playing bingo, right? I've got a line. And there can be lines without numbers, which speak very much to lessons that we've come to learn, and that kind of thing. So yeah, fascinating study. If you go on my website, Kay, there's a whole big lot of blogs about numerology and quite a lot of information there. And if you're interested in having a chart done, let me know. You can message me here. You can email me through the website. You can find me any Friday. I will be here This is, I think next week is my 70th Friday, which is rather cool. Big on sevens. My birth date adds up to a 7K, so, and 7 is the teacher. It's a number of teaching and of learning and being a student as well as a teacher, which certainly one of the ways that I identify very much. You need to do your chart. Tanya Lee, you attended a Chris Okabe. Tanya, you did a whole course on numerology and how to chart, and certainly charting yourself is a really good start, although it's always hard to be objective about your stuff. Do you want a card, Chris Okabe? It's so good to see you. I love it. Thank you for being here. So nice. I'm doing Carolyn Myss's Archetype cards. Let me see those. It's very high. It's shiny box, but it's a bit bashed. So I don't know what to think about that. Tomorrow is Tu B'Av, the Jewish kind of like a Valentine's Day. So I'm drawing for energies that will help us deepen our interpersonal relationships, wherever those are. So I see you, yes, pleasing. So good to see you. How are you in smoke from the Western States? And are you, I don't know if BC's on fire. Western Ontario is. Okay, this is for Chris. Ooh, there's a word that triggers people. The addict. It says, this card, this energy helps you to recognize and confront addictive behavior. I don't know if you've got anybody in your life who is literally behaving like an addict, or maybe literally addicted, but I would think that this in terms of an energy that can help you to deepen relationships, I think it's probably much more not so much about any sort of chemical addiction or anything like that, so much as, well, okay, what does OMG mean? I know what it means. I'm just wondering why. That's good OMG or bad OMG? It could be about addressing people who are in your life where there's some codependence stuff going on in their relationship style, being aware of what those unhealthy relationships, you spot them. There are signals and flags and stuff like that. That confronting, helping you recognize and confront addictive behavior. If there are people who are being passive aggressive with you, who are being manipulative with you, who are expressing any of those kinds of things, recognizing it and confronting it will absolutely deepen the level at which you communicate. Now, if they're really unhealthy and emotionally unwell, they may disappear, but that may be healthier for you too, because getting enmeshed in that kind of a system, because it gets, like, enmeshed is such a good word, because it crisscrosses all around in different ways. So that's so interesting. Yeah, to be involved with it can compromise your integrity and honesty if you're not recognizing it and confronting it, right? So I want some feedback, Chris. I'm concerned. I'm concerned by the OMG. All right. Yes, Ontario's on fire. It is. It is northern and western Ontario. Very bad. I had a day recently when it wasn't raining. We've had a lot of rain. But there was one day when I was wandering around the area going, like, has somebody burnt toast? Has somebody left an appliance on that they shouldn't have? Um, and it was the smoke from the fires. Um, Confronting unhealthy communication styles. Exactly that. All right. So the card knows. I don't know. But I am delighted. I'm delighted that your OMG it just means holy crap. I'm thinking that's a good thing. All right. That is splendid. Why have we not had a sit down together for a while? That seems wrong. I think we're due very, very soon. My my Fridays are crazy, but you know. Okay, yes. We all this is part of all of our journey, right? Learning how to be really honest without being unhealthy, without being manipulative, without having a oh dear, I'm so sorry. Although it is now 2 minutes to 3, and I haven't seen anybody new come in, and I've done everything. I'm gonna go find out who is molesting my doorbell. I will be back next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Chris, email me. And everybody take care of each other. Stay home when you can. Be safe when you're out. And I look forward to seeing you again. Okay, namaste.